I'm sitting here, continuing the Dolph Lundgren marathon. Still love the guy. Shonen Low Tokyo, I Come in Peace, Men of War, Command Performance. Even films I think are a bit underrated, like Silent Trigger, Sweepers, Direct Action, among others. And I don't know if this is true, but I remember hearing that for years he's been dealing with his divorce, and that's why he has to just get these shitty projects. But here you did a film, Dolph Lundgren versus a shark. And you're like, wow, that's a fun idea. How did you fuck that up? Anytime you ask how you can fuck that up, more than likely it will be fucked up. And it did, once again. Let's have Dolph barely in the film. I would be surprised if the total combined was 15 minutes. I would be surprised. Dolph is a guy who deals with black market animals, sells them. Very beginning of the film, he's chased by cops. His van gets run into a lake. The shark that's in the van escapes into the lake. He's a bull shark, which would make sense because this movie's bullshit. Dolph gets arrested. The female cop finds that there's a little girl, Dolph's daughter, in the house. So the female cop will take care of the little girl. So 5 years later, Dolph is out of jail. And most of the film is this female lead, this female cop, and she's fucking horrible. She seems more like a high school brat than an officer of the law. This seems like someone who would be in Clueless. I'm not even over exaggerating. She seems like the type of character that would be fighting against Alicia Silverstone in Clueless than being a fucking cop. And she seems bratty and her acting's terrible. And it's either her talking with the little girl who now she calls her mom, talking with her boss, the sheriff, talks a little bit with her mom, the grandma in the movie, or meets this oceanographer guy and talks with him. Once in a blue moon, a shark thing happens. I find it funny that no shark has been chomping on people for 5 years. Just remember, this was 5 years ago. I guess the shark had babies, so now there's like two sharks. Yeah, there's like two sharks in there. Unless there were two sharks that went in. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. I'm forgetting shit already. Either there were two sharks that went in, or the shark had a baby and there's two sharks. I don't fucking know. I know there's two sharks. And yeah, apparently they haven't done a damn thing in 5 years. Because like no one has said, oh, there's been attacks for a few years, but we always figured there were this, this, and that. Or yeah, for the past 5 years, we always wondered what was happening. Nope, none of that. And like I said, once in a while, like this old couple where the woman finds her hubby dead with an arm missing. Or there's a party, this couple goes in the water, a guy gets pulled down, and there's some bloody water. That's it. There's these folks parasailing. It cuts away, it cuts back, and you see the shark just go this, and like the woman's leg, like her foot is gone, with this bad CGI of this blood like floating out like dust in the wind. That's the best way I could describe it. And like once in a blue moon, Dolph say, "Oh yeah, Dolph's in this movie." I forgot, even though it says starring Dolph Lundgren, even though the fucking cover has Dolph Lundgren's face for half of the fucking cover. Because once he gets out of jail, gets back in his house, there's thugs there. He beats one up, makes the other leave. For a long chunk of change, he's not in it. They're like, oh yeah, he's back. And these guys tell him, hey, that was I want that shark. That was my shark. I've been waiting for 5 years. You don't do it or don't get your daughter. And then Dolph Lundgren gets on a boat. Never see him on that boat that I remember. Because it cuts away to all this other shit. To these boring, tame, nothing attached sequences. They don't have the suspense or directorial passion of Jaws. And they don't have the fun, entertaining thrills of Deep Blue Sea. Or even fucking alright, it's okay quality of a Red Water with Lou Diamond Phillips. Which even that had some pretty decent practical effects for like a made for TV. Yeah, I think made for table movie. It actually had some decent practical effects. This doesn't even have that. It's for the most part that I can remember. Maybe one or two shots were practical, maybe, but most I just remember really bad CGI when you do see the sharks. But it's either more dialogue of the mom, the cop. I'll just say female cop, lady cop. The lady cop talking with her daughter about kids in her class. Mom, he's 9. Well, he's still a sexist. Apparently, the little girl told her mom something, and she said, oh, he's sexist. Mom, he's 9. Well, he's still sexist. Oh, great. Well, we got an SJW lady being the lead. No wonder she sucks. Or, like, she really hates Dolph. She doesn't want Dolph to see his own daughter. He's done nothing wrong since he's got out. But there's a part where she literally goes into Dolph's house with a gun drawn. I'm like, why do you have your gun drawn? He's done nothing since he's gotten out. He tried to see his daughter. The grandma told him to leave, and he left. He didn't yell, he didn't scream, he didn't punch her out. He didn't punch grandma. That'd be a different movie. He didn't do anything. He left. And you went into his house with your gun drawn. You're the bitch. You're the whore. You're the dumbass. You're the villain. You're the unlikable twit or twat. There is a twit. There's this British guy, Shark Hunter, the Brit who's a twit, who just wants to be on, TV. He's in there long enough to stink up the acting department with all the other stinky actors. Other than Dolph, but I like Dolph. But he's barely in the fucking film. But to dive in and get eaten up by some bad CGI sharks. And a lot of this is then it's the lady cop and the young oceanographer talking, discussing with the sheriff what they're going to do. At one point, the grandma goes in the lake because her dog ran in. I guess the dog got eaten. I guess because we never see the dog again. And really, all it took was the grandma swimming back. The female cop gets on top of like a walkway, shoots the shotgun, and kills the shark. Man, Roy Scheider got unlucky, I guess, in Jaws when he was fucking shooting, and it didn't do anything. But here she has the shotgun, boom, boom, boom. That's it. That's one shark down. And you didn't even, like, literally, I didn't even know the shark was dead because it's just her firing. This point, like, the camera looking here, her firing, boom, 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 boom. No cutaways to the shark getting hit, getting shot up. No, just her going boom, boom, boom. There it cuts, and then I think there's other people there stitching her up, putting a blanket on her. Is like, oh yeah, the shark's dead. I'm like, okay. Now I know. Thanks, boo. He's only one of your villains in the film. Take it out like it's nothing. The little girl wants to see her dad, so she rides a bike to go to Dolph. And by this time, I'm like, where the fuck is Dolph? Where the fuck has he been? He left on the boat. We didn't see him. At one point, I think he came back off the boat. I'm like, what the fuck was he doing on the boat the whole time? Why the fuck did you show us him going on the boat? And the little girl gets on Dolph's boat. A cop comes. Everyone thinks Dolph kidnapped her. Dolph beats the cop up very quickly. Has some nice words with his daughter. The female lady cop thinks Dolph kidnapped her, so she's out ready to be Charles Bronson. Yeah, this is a great cop. And a good chunk of the ending is the lady cop and the oceanographer guy. They get on the boat. Before they head out, this one guy's like, "Hey, I'm going to go on a jet ski. I got this stuff, man." Okay. He goes off in his jet ski. The lady cop and oceanographer guy go on the boat. The fakest looking CGI fog. Like, why do you need CGI fog? Can you seriously, like, John Carpenter in 1980? 1980. It's not like he had a $50 million budget. 1980 for the fog. He could make a fog move on its own and be alive, but we can't have a fog on a fucking lake. You have this piss poor CGI. The fakest ass shit in the movie. But because of this fog, the dumbass in the jet ski hits their boat, and that guy dies. Then their boat starts sinking. The oceanographer guy dies by a bad CGI of the shark. The shark's coming after the lady cop. Dolph saves her. Once again, the cop's acting like a bratty bitch from Mean Girls. That's another movie she could be in. She could be the fucking star of Mean Girls. Fight Lindsay Lohan and shit. Not this. And why the fuck is she the star of the movie? Why isn't Dolph the star in the movie? Like, they literally thought, oh, we got Dolph Lundgren in a killer shark movie. Maybe we should change things and make him the star of the movie? Cut out scenes of this lady cop and put a lot more scenes of Dolph? But hey, that would make a good movie. So we can't do that. Brain damage. Sometimes I think people have brain damage. Fucking brain damage. What the fuck is fucking going on? It makes me talk in New York when I see shit like this. What the fuck are these fucking directors doing in this fucking time? In these fucking scripts? They just suck my fucking dick. What the fuck do they think they're doing? Wasting Dolph on his fucking time. Breaking my fucking balls here. Go back to fucking school and learn to write a fucking script. Or get their fucking ideas in fucking shape. Then if you don't have Dolph in a fucking shark movie, have him fight the fucking shark. You have to be the fucking lead in the fucking movie. Because I just watched one of Dolph Lundgren's top 5 worst fucking movies. Just so much wasted potential, what could have been a fun B movie. Dolph's given jack shit to do. He's barely in the goddamn film. You have a very unlikable, bratty, Mean Girls wannabe, clueless bitch as a lead character. The supporting characters fucking suck. Dolph, the lady cop, and the girl on the boat. Shark hits the boat. Little girl goes overboard. Dolph dives in. Dolph saves his little girl. Tells the shark, come over here. He doesn't tell him, but gets in the shark's way to protect his little girl. Grapples the shark, mainly just by grappling it, so he doesn't get bit. Holding it, grappling it. Long enough for the lady cop to go in and shoot it with a gun. So you don't even have Dolph kill any of the sharks. You have 2 sharks You have the lady cop kill both of them. Like, you couldn't have Dolph kill that one? Movie, you're so fucking stupid. You're not even like, you know what? We have Dolph. She already killed one. Let's have Dolph kill this last one. You don't even do that. Especially when even the lady cop says, well, this is your fault because you put your van in the lake and the shark got out. He's like, yeah, I know it's my fault. So maybe that'd be a redemption point in your story? Like, Dolph, hey, it's my fault. I'm gonna fucking kill this shark. Or you know what? How about you have him by himself out on the lake dealing with this shark mano a mano, says it's his fault and he's gonna take care of it. He's not gonna risk anyone's lives. And Dolph even says that in line of dialogue, but then movie near the end before the little girl gets overboard in the water, but the movie's like, nah, that would sound like a better idea. Don't do that. This is easily one of Dolph's worst films. I mean, it's up there with Agent Red. It's up there with Retrograde. It's up there with The Last Patrol. I don't know. I think Retrograde is still number one, but as for 2, 3, and 4, they're all number twos. As you know what I mean. They flush it down the fucking toilet. Battle of the Damned. That's how you do it. Dolph is the lead. You have him fight zombies. You have him next to side by side to robots. It has its issues. It could have been a bigger budget. Maybe a better director who could handle the action scenes better and with less shaky cam. But it did the basics. You gave me Dolph fighting zombies. I was a happy guy. You don't even do that. Dolph's barely in the fucking film. The characters suck. The shark barely makes an appearance, and when it does, lame, tedious sequences that fucking Jaws 4 is a better movie than this. I can say that with a straight face. Jaws 4 is bad. I ranted on it. It's a bad movie. But it's more fun bad. At least Michael Caine is not that bad in the film, and it was cool to see the last Starfighter in it. Even those bad effects, the practical effects, but they're better than the CGI in this. Even the score in Jaws 4 is actually pretty decent. It's one of the decent parts of that movie. So yeah, Jaws 4 is a better movie than this. That's how bad this fucking film is. And I'm not even exaggerating. If you think that's wrong, watch Jaws 4 and watch this. Or you know what? I just watch better fucking shark movies. Like Deep Blue Sea, like Jaws 1, 2, and yes, Jaws 3. I think Jaws 3 is a bit underrated. If you think Jaws 3 is a bad movie, watch this film. There you go. If you think Jaws 3D is if you sincerely think that's a bad film, watch Shark Lake. Watch films like that. I have to say it, I'd rather watch Deep Blue Sea 2, and that's a piece of shit. I hate that movie. Because Deep Blue Sea 2, it felt like more stuff happened. Granted, it was a complete rip-off of Deep Blue Sea. The characters fucking sucked ass. But just the being in this enclosed space, in this facility, again, just ripping off the first movie, that brought more something compared to this nothing. And like Deep Blue Sea 2, everyone knew it'd be shit. This, you have Dolph Lundgren. You have the ability to have Dolph Lundgren fight a fucking shark, hunt a shark down. And you don't even. This movie is so fucking stupid to not utilize that. Well, change your fucking script. Hey, we got Dolph. Let's make this better. We can make this a better movie. Then do it. It's like if your fucking car's on fire, instead of like, hey, let's stop and get a fire extinguisher. Let's stop and get some water. No, I'm gonna keep driving. It's on fire. That's okay. Keep driving until it fucking blows up, And you're like, there you go. You should have stopped. But no, you had to keep going. You could make the situation better. You had to keep going. And then, boom. This is just 1 ton of shark shit. I hate to say this is one of the worst shark movies I've ever seen in my life. I gotta say, I can't think of much worse shark movies. I'm not a fan of the Sharknado movies. At least I know what they're attempting. So they're it's crazy. It's stupid. Like it knows how stupid it is, and I think, funny enough, Dolph Lundgren has a cameo in like Sharknado 5, which I'm not going to review that because then I'd have to review all the Sharknado films. I'm not going to review stuff that Dolph just has a cameo in. But like they know what they are. I'm not a fan of them, but they know what they are. At least I mean I've seen the first two, so I don't need to see the rest. But this one, it takes itself seriously, but it fails on that level. And maybe if it was more of a if it was a better made serious film or a more fun boo movie like Battle of the Damned, anything could have made this film better. So yeah, Shark Lake, one of Dolph's worst films. Sad to say. Can't even call it a Dolph film since he's barely in the goddamn thing. So I'll stop talking. I'm just repeating myself now. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye.